Hey everyone, it's Ethan Ormes back again for another video today, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We're here again for yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about my Week 3 Major 2 predictions, of course, for the CDL here on CDL Pick'ems. And man, I gotta say, first little disclaimer, I guess. So unfortunately, today when I came home from the gym earlier this afternoon, I just didn't have power. So I wasn't able to actually record this video like I had planned. And that was around 3 o'clock, and obviously that would have been an hour away from when matches started. So yeah, apologies, but I made my predictions on my phone because I do these predictions on my computer, and that requires power because it is a iMac, so yeah, it needs to be plugged in. Anyways, yeah, I made the predictions for today's matches on my phone, and I've done pretty fucking well so far. Obviously, they have not been updated yet, but I went Florida 3-2 over the Ravens, and well, that was 100% correct. Florida 3-2 over the Ravens today. Looks like a really, really good series from Havoc once again. And of course, with the lack of Zero, I figured this team would struggle even more, to be honest. And that is most definitely the case, at least in this match. Paul didn't look great in this match. Obviously, I didn't get to watch it. I was out. I went to go see a movie, but yeah, I didn't get to watch it. But obviously, KD-wise, Paul didn't look like he had a great series. But then again, no one on London did, although Nasty actually had a better KD than Asim, which is, I feel like, a first time this year, basically. I feel like it's mostly been always Asim about 95% of the time, where, or as the SMG, he is leading the way. But with that being said, moving on to the second prediction of the night, I went New York, 3-0 over Vegas, and again, 100% correct. So again, like I said, I'm doing pretty good so far. TJ was the only one that went positive on Vegas, and yeah, it looks like the other three had a very tough series. But on the other side, no surprise, Hydra and Skies play very, very well. 56 kills from Hydra in the series, of course, a 3-0. Map 1 was pretty close, but the other two were not. And actually, I guess while we're here, we might as well take a look at what the maps looked like for Florida and London to see how they went. So a very close map 1 that could have gone either way. Pretty close map 2 and 3. Not as close of a hard point or in map 4, and then not a close map 5 either. London ripping both hard points in that series off of Florida. So that's interesting. Definitely something to keep an eye out. And as of right now, currently the Gorillas are leading Atlanta FaZe. I have them losing, though. I have Atlanta beating them 3-1. But this LAG team has definitely proven that they are much better than what they looked like. So it was a pretty close map 1. I guess we can definitely go and pump in to see what the stream is currently looking like. Let's go see. Optic Watch Party, nice. We're not gonna. I just want to see what everything looks like right now. So, nice little commercial break. So I'm just gonna wait. Anyways, let's continue on with the predictions. We'll check in with the current match here in a little bit. So moving on to tomorrow's matches, of course, we've got some interesting ones as well. Toronto versus LAG. Again, like I said, this LAG team looks a lot better than a lot of the LAG teams that we've ever seen so far, but I still give the edge to Toronto. I think they just had a poor week last week, and I think they're going to be much better this week, but I will give the Gorillas a map. And so far, this new Texas team without Scump is 2-0. So again, Vegas didn't look good today. I might give them a map this time, but I think Texas will pretty easily win that series, maybe lose the search. But yeah, with that being said, on to Florida and Boston, which will be an interesting one. I will give the edge to Boston. I think it'll be a very close series, though. I think this Florida team is better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. So yeah, going to go for the way of breach, but honestly, I would not be surprised to see Florida winning that series. And then the main event of tomorrow night, we have New York versus Seattle, and a rematch of the grand finals for Major 1. I do think New York is by far the better team. Seattle has been struggling, but yeah, New York will take this series, I think, relatively easily. And then on Sunday, we've got Minnesota versus Seattle. I think this will be a win for Minnesota, but I think it will be a close series. I just don't think Seattle's a good team right now. They are really struggling, and they need to figure out why. And obviously, I think that's a big issue for them right now. Like I said, they need to figure out why that is, but that will be I think a good series in general as well. I think both of Seattle's series are definitely ones to watch this week since they are 0-3 currently, I believe. So we definitely, I'm definitely hoping to see some life out of them, but because there hasn't been much there so far. But moving on to LA Thieves versus Boston. This is another very interesting match, and honestly, the LA Thieves have not impressed me much lately. I am intrigued to see. I'm guessing Kenny will be back in the lineup, but yeah, the Thieves have not impressed me very much, and of course, with a ton of roster changes like that, or not a ton, but I guess with a roster change like that from week to week, it can really hurt not only team morale, but team play, and of course, team chemistry. So I think, unfortunately, they'll still be just a little bit behind heading into this match with Boston, and I'm going to give Boston the edge. I still have very high expectations for this Boston Breach team. I feel like they are really, really good, and they can be really, really good, but it depends on their SMGs. And then with that being said, we have the first Atlanta and Texas Optic versus FaZe match since Scump has retired. So that'll be very interesting as well. I do think Texas is the better team. Atlanta hasn't really impressed me all that much like they have in past seasons, so I will give Texas the win there. So let's say predictions. There we go. Everything is ready to go. Doesn't really look like anything's happening right now here on the stream, so yeah, I would like to see what this series is looking like, but it looks like we're in between maps right now. Let me take a look at Twitter. Actually, I was going to do it on my phone, but I guess we can do it on my computer. Let's take a look at Twitter real quick and see if there's any updates there. We might get might see an update there. Let's take a look at the Call of Duty League, see if there's any information here so far. Doesn't look like it. Leading the way and knocking it down. Assault drops 30, and we have a 1-0 lead for the Gorillas, of course. Let's see, what have the Gorillas said? Have they said anything? Let's see. No, does not look like it. Yeah, it looks like map 1 like just ended. Obviously not long ago. 8 minutes was this post, so yeah, that'll be interesting. Although it said the series started about half an hour ago, so yeah. They might not have even started map 2 yet, to be fair. Here's a look at the standings right now with the updated first 2 matches of today. So Ravens will finish 1-4. Subliners, of course, 3-1 right now. But with that being said, guys, that'll be the end of today's video. Again, apologies for the late video. Obviously, I normally do my predictions on Friday, a few hours before the matches. And unfortunately, I just came home to no power. So I do apologize, but not much I can really do about that. So thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. Let me know your predictions for the weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.